Before this episode of Crash 2 Insane bonus episode starts, I'd like to let you guys know that I am now officially a proud partner of W.GG. So if you don't know what W.GG is, it is a company who makes energy concentration that you like mix into water, kind of like G Fuel basically. But W has some like delicious flavors. Recently got partnered with them, and you can get yourself a discount. I think it's about 5% off. I can't remember the exact thing. I'm tired, but you can get 10% off using my referral link www.w.gg/discount/Beagle256, or use Beagle256 at checkout for your discount. Thank you, Dubby, and thank you guys for watching this episode. Hey everybody, it's Beagle Creativity. Welcome you guys to the final episode of Let's Play the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Hang on just a moment here. Turn my audio levels up a little bit for the game. Right there. That'll be good. So, I know that I said the last episode was the last episode, but this one's for sure the last episode. We're not going to be doing any relic races or anything. Instead, I'm going to show you guys a couple of things I didn't show off in the Let's Play. So, first off, I'm going to show you guys what happens if you don't beat Cortex. I never seen this because I never failed to beat Cortex because he's an easy. It's such an underwhelming final boss, in all honesty. Oop, I forgot how to do these controls. It's been a little bit since we've done this. So essentially, we're just going to chase Cortex to the end of the level, not attack him at all. See what happens if he wins. Obviously not something good, but we're going to find out together, I guess. But, in case anyone's curious about when the next Let's Play is going to be coming out, it'll be very, very soon. I gotta get in contact with somebody about my thumbnails, see if I can get them in ready for whenever we can start releasing these. Also, if you guys haven't seen already, we have finished, oh yeah, here they tell you to spin Cortex, which I think is kind of a neat little thing there. In case you have not seen it, we're actually approaching the very final episode of Smash Draft version 1. Last episode we did was the Wii U version. So yeah, here's what happens if you do lose the Cortex. Pretty underwhelming, I will admit. Yeah, we just finished Smash Draft recently, or we're about to finish Smash Draft in the next episode. We're doing Smash Ultimate. So this next thing I want to show you guys, we do have to create a new game, so we're gonna go ahead and quit out. You guys can see from the statistics there, I have been trying to get the relics in my own time. I'm working on replacing that sapphire with a gold because that level hanging out is fucking dumb. Disable autosave. But I am working on the relics on my own time. Nothing happens if you get all the relics. I know that for certain, because relics weren't in this version of the game that first came out. We're just going to ignore these opening cutscenes and get right straight into action. So this next thing I'm going to be showing you guys is what happens if we are to complete a level in Crash 2, but not grab the crystal. Because believe it or not, there is something special that does happen if you do not go in and grab the crystal. There is something that I think happens if you do quit the level as well. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to enter a level and quit the level to show off that dialogue, and then we're going to complete a level and not grab the crystal. Just to see what Cortex does. I won't know anything that happens until after I go into post with this, because As I said before, in this couple of times in this Let's Play, I do not have access to listening to the game audio. Enter Turtle Woods here. Be kind of the boxes that earn a special gem. As we knew that, that's how you get the blue gem. Alright, so here's what happens if you enter a level and then immediately quit without doing anything.
No, Crash. I said bring me the crystals. Now get back in there.
As you probably know, and I think I might have already said, but if you do do this in the original version on the PlayStation 1, these dialogue interactions do happen on that version too, so it is kind of neat that they did have Lex Lang dub over those voice lines. But for real though, Lex Lang is probably one of my favorite voice actors when it comes to Cortex. Because Clancy Brown, from here to the end of time, will always be the most iconic voice when it comes to Cortex and Uka Uka. But Lex Lang just nails it as Cortex, especially in Twinsanity. Oh my gosh! Because a lot of people I know it's kind of a common trope to for Crash fans to be like, what's your favorite Crash game? And they always say, generally most of them always say Twinsanity. Twinsanity was a great game though. Even though it was unfinished, it's to date one of my favorite. It's to date one Crash game I would always have the chance to read. I would always love to have the chance to revisit if possible. Because I did download a original Xbox emulator. Doesn't work, but wait, we didn't grab the crystal, right? Shit! I'm supposed to tell you guys what happens if you don't grab the crystal. Does any dialogue happen if you just quit out twice? Because I know that there is dialogue for not grabbing the crystal, and there is dialogue. Yeah, okay, so there is dialogue if you quit out.
No, Crash. To save the world, I need crystals. Crystals! One more time. They look like this. Crystals, Crash. Go back through one of those doors and bring me crystals.
Yeah, he just gets progressively more pissed off at you because you're not grabbing the gems like you're supposed to, or grabbing the crystals like you're supposed to. Another thing I do want to show off in this video I didn't show off in the Let's Play was what happens if you die to the mallet guys. So we're gonna do this level normally without grabbing the crystal because I think there's still dialogue. I think there's a maximum of 3 times before he stops giving dialogue at all. 2 or 3 or 4 times, I can't remember exactly. But I'm gonna get the dialogue from Cortex for not grabbing the crystals, and then I'm going to go back and show you guys what happens if you die on a level to the mallet guys, because I talked about it but never actually shown it. And I was going to do a montage of all the deaths that we haven't seen in the series, but to be entirely honest with you, a lot of these deaths honestly share animations, so I don't think it'll really be worth a lot of the effort in editing to have to go through and just show off deaths that you guys have already seen, or you're going to see that. Every fucking time I go back and I grab that stupid crystal, I do not know why I keep doing this, guys. I think it must be muscle memory or something. But I thought about it and I'm like, it wouldn't really be worth your guys's. It wouldn't really be worth the effort to go back and do that because I just forgot. I just forget with you.
Look up at the doorways. There is a big crystal-shaped slot. Fill all 5 crystal slots in this warp room by retrieving 1 crystal from each of the 5 areas. Only after we have filled all of the slots in this room can we continue on our quest. This is the last time I remind you.
Alright, so I think that's the last time he does say anything. But just to be safe, I'm gonna go into Hang 8. I'm gonna, like, quit if I accidentally grab the crystal, but like I said, you can finish the level without the crystal. Nothing will, like, harm the game or anything if you do that. Just, they kind of put it in the path there so you don't forget. But if you do forget it 3 times, you do unlock an achievement for forgetting it. But yeah, I remember growing up and playing this game, and I end up getting to the final warp room, and I kept getting so pissed off at the game that I just kept quitting out of levels because I couldn't pass any of them. And Cortex progressively gets pissed off at me because I keep leaving the game. I didn't know what to do. I'd never done that before. But yeah, I just remembered that being in the game, so I wanted to show that off for you guys, because I never got to show it off in Let's Play, because I was too focused on actually doing the game for you guys. So, like right there, I just completely skipped the crystal. I'm a man of my word. I'm going to show you guys what happens if you do finish without it. And then after this, like I said, I'm going to go show the mallet death animation and maybe show a couple of Coco death animations, because I didn't play with Coco much in this series. Oh, and I will, I'm actually going to quit because I want to show you guys what happens if you get to the end and don't grab that gem in time. So let's see if the warp room has any kind of differences here by not grabbing that crystal again. Okay, after 3 times the dialogue stops. And then if you do grab the crystal on your next run, he will do the normal dialogue that you'll hear by grabbing crystals. But to my knowledge, he'll never get pissed off at you for forgetting them again. And what the hell? Speaking of Coco deaths, there are a couple of deaths exclusive. There's a couple of achievements you can obtain by dying as Coco, but I would probably be doing that on my own time because I'd have to look up a lot of these. So what happens if we complete the level but we missed the gem? So I'm gonna like get to the end of the level with enough time left over at the gym will still be there, but not grab it because I want to see what happens. I do not know what actually happens if you do that in time. Because if you got plenty of time to go grab the gem and you let it like slip, what are you even doing? You know? So I know this level pretty well because like I've done the relic race on this one. Believe it or not, I did some relic races, and just a little bit of a tip for you guys. If you try to do relic races and thinking that you can just cheat the level like an air crash, you can cheat the level by just going through the death route. Guess what? Or going out to the secret exit, I mean. Don't do that. It won't work. So what happens if we let the timer run out before we grab the gem? Or before we're able to grab the gem? 2, 1... just disappears. That's a little boring, but at least we know what happens now. And just disappear right before your eyes. Oh, and in case you're wondering if a crystalless run is possible in Crash 2, it's not. I mean, there are ways you can beat levels, not grab crystals, and still finish the game, which is through a kind of like glitch, or bouncing on enemies' heads and stuff. But you have to like do that infinitely, or like about 200 sometimes to do it. There's a video that explains it. I'll link it in the description. But anyways, we're gonna go on to Crash 2 again, and I'm gonna go show you guys some death animations. So we're gonna go ahead and swap to Coco. Why can I not swap to Coco? Do I have to go get her on? Oh, I didn't get her on my personal file. That probably explains it. So let me go grab Coco first. And then we're gonna go do some death animations. So let's interact. Yes. Okay, so we can swap between Crash and Coco at any given time. There are some levels that Coco cannot play, like anything that has a bear level, she's not able to do so. She's not able to do any of the jetpack levels. Oop. I don't know what the... It doesn't matter. If any editing is all, it's going to be in this episode. It's going to be very light editing, because it's a bonus episode. Alright, so going to Digging It, because Digging It has the mallet guys right here at the beginning. So I think there is 2 different animations, one when you're above ground and one when you're underground. And I'm going to do my best to show both. So we're going to be playing as Coco for this first one here. That clock appears there when you beat levels, as they're the relic race things. And here's the Crash Dash in action, because I don't think I ever showed. I think I did show it off at the end of the last episode. Just, it was very briefly. I think the mallet guys don't appear to the very end of the level, unfortunately, so... We have some dead air here, doesn't matter, kind of just commentating. But yeah, I can't wait to actually do my next Let's Play series with you guys. Maybe make my big return to streaming soon and do some Spyro 3. Finish up Spyro 3 at least. Oh yeah, and then look forward for Smash Draft here in September. We're going to be doing version 2 in September. If I can convince everybody to do it. We're going to have the same teams again, but in the next version is when things are going to change. So thankfully with the Crash Dash, getting away from these beasts less of a pain in the ass. Doing that is easier. Okay, where the hell are the mallet guys? I know that there is one in this episode. If not, we're going to have to go to Behaven. Oh, there's the unique death animation. Her shoes and her laptop fly up to the top of the pit there. Kind of funny, honestly. Ignore that if you can, and I apologize for the message notifications. Ooh, that bee was huge. So there is a death, I think there is a unique death animation for Coco in most situations. The bees are one of them. But we're not here to get the bee death. We're here to get the mallet guy death. And then we'll do the bee death. Okay, he's at the very fucking end of the level. I'm gonna have to do another level to show off what happens when you die underground. So yeah, that little tombstone animation shows up. Little tombstone icon thing shows up. I'm not sure if you guys seen it because his mallet was in the way, but it's just take Coco's like character portrait from the screens where you can swap between Crash and Coco, and put that onto a like it's etched onto a grave. Kind of dark, honestly. But I think we do see one for underground, which I think is just the same exact one. There's the death if you die to seeds. What happens if you die to bees as Coco? I don't know. I think there is an achievement for dying to bees as Coco. Oh. That was actually kind of boring. But yeah, that's kind of it for Crash 2. Well, actually no, I do want to show you guys the burrow death when you're underground. I'll show it off as Crash because I just did it as Coco. It's basically the exact same thing, just swap Crash's Coco's head on the grave with Crash's. And it's the same exact death animation. Yeah, I'm so freaking pumped for this next Let's Play. You guys can't even believe how pumped I am. Spin this way. Okay, here we go. We actually do the mallet death underground. Take two. I don't know how the hell I screwed that up that badly, but I did. Alright. What the fuck? He seriously is right there as I'm burrowing. Oops. It's okay, we just grabbed the time trial clock here. It's not gonna affect our time at all. There you go, it's basically that, but you're just underground when he does it. So, like I said, I'll see you guys when I do the next Let's Play. Thanks for watching.